offense. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Part of you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Dolphins, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Always got some breathing room. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Watson on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And Lewis has it, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Dolphins at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Watson completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
First six. Alert.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, You do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
24! 24 down, he's coming. 24! Down.
Watson on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big fella, he's at the 50. 30, past the 20.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Hunt trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Come on, set.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
10 cycle. 6, mega. Ready?
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got Njoku over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense is able to react quickly.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Shot 17.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Set punt.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing
touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
101 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Watson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Watson. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Watson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Throwing again on second down. Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Tua going to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 119 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Watson off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here we go,
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They'll run again with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Faking the give. Now Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey, 55! Hey, 31! 59! Out!
He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Hey, 59!
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Watson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Here's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting...
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
10 cycles. 22 needle.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Watson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A carry here for Hunt. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.